Alright, once again, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Bahasham Hakwadash Roka, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, sanitation to the elect, the goodly men that push in this word in sincerity and in all truth. This is Brother Koda from the Trinidad camp. Just come to do a continuation of the video I did, Oh Foolish Israel, we are not Africans, because there is some things that are neglected to say in the first part that I thought that I should have mentioned, where basically we people calling themselves Africans, all other name except your true heritage, which is Israel, right? But not forgetting that Israel is a scattered sheep, Israel is scattered all throughout the world, right? In every nation there is Israelites, and that is what will really just strip up the so-called Christians and them, the Jesus lovers, right? Because when they're seeing people from all over the world getting beamed up into those chariots, right? They will say, aha, I tell already Lord love everybody. But what they don't know is that Israel intermingle with the other nations. So there's Israelites who look like Edomites. There's Israelites who look like Hamites. There's Israelites who even look like Moab. But the genealogy is Israel, right? Because what they need to know is that in the man ball's bag or sack carries seeds, right? And if an Israelite is to impregnate a Moabite, right, the child will come out looking like Moab, but the genes is Israel, so there are Israelites all over the world. Just to prove that, I want to bring this precept here which states this is Daniel 9 verse 7. O Yahweh, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, throughout all countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. Right? The nation of Israel sinned against Yahweh, because Yahweh wanted us to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, because that is what differentiates us from the rest of our people on the earth. Because Moab, Edom, Elam, Elamites, and them, all these nations do have the law, because in the scriptures say that he gave his laws unto Jacob, unto Israel, and as for the other nations, they have not known them, right? They have not known them. So these Moabites and all of them want to eat rat and all these things, but in the laws of Yahweh states that we supposed to stay far from these things, to say to eat pork and all these abominable things, shrimps, lizard, these kind of things. But the other nations, they doing that all willy-nilly. You understand? Because that is a normal lifestyle for them. But that is, once you belong to the 12th tribe of Israel, that's not supposed to be your lifestyle. To say to go and sleep with our next man's wife and all these kind of abominable acts. Sleeping with your wife on she period, all these things is there's laws that debunk this kind of living. There's laws that debunk that kind of living. So the video, was mainly why it is we people want to be Edom, be African, when the scriptures have destruction laid up for these nations. So why you want to be a part of a nation that going to be destroyed, that going to end up, that the remnant of that nation going and end up in slavery at the end? The only nation that will be saved out of it is Jacob's seed. Let me bring it out quick just to prove it. This is Jeremiah 30 verse 17. For I will restore well, this is not the precept that I was looking for, but basically it states that Jacob will be saved out of the destruction to come, right? Which is Israel, which is mainly the 1/3 of Israel, those who keep Yahweh laws, statutes, and commandments, and believe on Yahweh Shai for their salvation, right? Who respect the name Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. That is the remnant of Israel that will be saved, together with the wife and the children, right? So why you want to basically call yourself an African when the scripture states that Ethiopia will get plagues, massive debt to these other nations, right? Now, mind you, there will be people being saved in Ethiopia, right? Israelites, because in Africa there is Israelites that live in there today, right? Probably forget the customs, but there are Israelites living in Africa today. As I said, Israel is a scattered sheep, so there will be Israelites all over the world in every nation being delivered. Our next scripture to prove that Israel intermingle with the other nations, right, is back in Esdras, right? This is First Esdras 69 and 70, and it says, the nation of Israel, the princes and the priests and Levites, have not put away from them the strange people of the land, right? Now the strange people of the land is people who are not Israelites. They're strange to us. You understand? They don't keep Yahweh laws, statutes, and commandments. They're strange. Because that is why I was saying that the laws, statutes, and commandments differentiate you from the other nations. That is why Yahweh tell us that we live in like the heathens. You understand? Because we're not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. So basically we being like the heathens. And that is why 2/3 of Israel will be destroyed for living like the heathens and don't want to turn back onto the true power, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Reading on. The nation of Israel, the princes and the priests and the Levites, have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollution of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites, right? That is African, right? The Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Moabites, right? Egyptian and Edomites, right? So basically it's showing you here that the nation of Israel have been marrying all these people. You understand? Edomites. That is why I say there will be basically Jakes in Edomite skin. You know? But there is not Edomites because the genealogy different. Right? Reading on. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters. Right? And back in Deuteronomy, Yahweh warned us of that. He tells us that you shall not give your son to their daughters, or take their daughters unto your sons. You understand? Because really and truly they will turn Israel off from serving Yahweh. You understand? And that is what go on today. Because we people, excluding the 1/3, but the 2/3 of Israel, following after vain custom, tradition of men, tradition of Esau. You understand? The things that Esau introduced into the world, that is what we people following after. You know, we're not following after the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shai. You know? And that is why 2/3 will be destroyed. Right? That is why he say that judgment will begin at his house first. Right? He's going to destroy 2/3 of his people, because no matter how the prophets, you know, talking to them, they don't want to turn back onto Yahweh Shai. Right? Even the scriptures say if you have a son who stubborn and he don't want to listen to you and basically causing your heartache, right? The scripture says to put him to death. You know? So if it is Yahweh Shai people, the 2/3 don't want to hearken unto his voice, right? Because really and truly Yahweh Shai, the spirit of truth, right, speaking to the men of Great Millstone, beginning from the apostles all the way down. You understand? Talking to the nation of Israel, but 2/3 don't want to listen. So if 2/3 don't want to listen and to hearken back unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, what you think gonna be the end result? Death. You understand? Because the scriptures say so. I didn't say so. The scriptures say so. You understand? Death for the nation of Israel, because all they do want to turn back. You know? The 2/3 of Israel. You understand? Reading on, it says, verse 70 in 1 Ezra 8. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed, which is Israel, right, is mixed up with the strange people of the land, right? And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity. You understand? The high heads of Israel, you know, the priests, all of them intermarrying with the strange people. You understand? That is how confusion of faces come about. You understand? So when it is you see nations, people of all different nations going up in them chariots, right? Just know that that is the nation of Israel being delivered. Right? The nation of Israel being delivered. Not the Hamites, you know, not the Moabites. Israel. Because Israel has intermingled, the holy seed has intermingled with the strange people of the land. As I just explained to you, if an Israelite man, right, make a child with a Moabite, the child will come out looking like Moab, right? But the genealogy of that child, right, is Israel, right? That is why in the days past, when they want to kill out a nation, they just kill all the men. They just kill all the men in the tribe. You understand? Because the men is who carry the seed. Right? The woman is basically an oven to bake the bread. You know? Basically. Right? Woman don't carry no seed. Woman have no sperm. You understand? Yeah. Right? Israel is all over the world, a scattered sheep. Right? Because in the latter days to come, there will be destruction upon this earth. You know? There will be destruction. Right? But let's get a precept in Revelations here. This is Revelations 19. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Right? And this really talking about America. Right? But the one third that is there will be delivered before the destruction hit. You know? And that will happen in other nations around the world. Right? Israel will be delivered before the destruction really hit. You know? So, knowing that destruction come into this place, why it is you want to align yourself with the nations that will be destroyed. You know? Because the remnant of the nations that remain will go into captivity under Israel. So knowing that, you wouldn't want to be their slave master for a change. Because all through history, they have been our slave master. They partake in enslaving the nation of Israel. All nations on the earth. You know? Basically, the 17 nations on the earth partake in the enslavement of the Israelites. Right? So now that the table is about to be turned, why you want to go and call yourself a Egyptian and a Ethiopian to suffer more slavery? So it come like Jake loves slavery. You don't want to be free. You know? You don't want to be free. Alright? The nations enslaved Israel. They did a lot of cruelty unto Israel. You know? They did cruelty unto Israel, and them didn't care about what it was doing. Them in had time. Even now that we still in slavery, right? Them in business, because them getting rich off of we backs. You know, when we working hard and slaving for small money. You understand? Basically, when you get the money today, tomorrow the money done, you don't know where you do with it. Right? But they now trading in our hard labor and making millions and billions off of it, and just getting we scrums to survive. So wouldn't you consider that as slavery? Because when you ask certain jakes today, they're telling you about, oh, slavery done so long. Slavery ain't done, we still in slavery. This is not real land. You know? Even those white crackers and them over in Jerusalem, we're calling themselves Jews, which is the Khazars and them, you know? Them had to get wiped out of that land because Jerusalem is our mother. You know? Just as how bugged out Jakes does ball Mother Africa. No. You know, Jerusalem is our mother. Right? I just want to bring my last precept here. This is Baruch 4, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing unto Yahweh are made known unto us. You understand? And it is pleasing unto Yahweh to deliver his people. And that is being made known unto the nation of Israel. You know? Starting from the apostles of Great Millstone all the way down. Right? Because these men going out on the highways and byways and telling the nation of Israel that, hey, we're not too long into this slavery again. You know? Salvation is nearer than you think. You know? But the tutors of Israel don't want to hear that. Right? Reading on. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. You know, to Isaiah 1. Monument, Salakia. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your own destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath. Right? So he's telling you here, we were sold to the other nations. Right? That is why I've been explaining that Yahweh is coming to plead with the other nations for what they did to Israel. You understand? The other nations being the Egyptians, the Jebusites, the Moabites, the Elam, Edom, Africans, Ethiopians, all are what they're going and be plead with, and not plead with in a good way. All their blood is going to be upon all you for what they did to Israel. You understand? So why you Jakes want to align all yourself with these nations when these nations is destined to go through cruelty? You know, it's destined to be ruled with a rod of iron. Reading on. Ye were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath. Ye were delivered unto your enemies. Right? All these other nations are we enemies because they jealous us. You understand? Because Yahweh Shai take us as his people. You understand? And just give the nation a little inheritance and send them away. But he kept Israel as his portion. You know, and the other nation jealous us. Even the way you may listen to Moab and all these other nations talking, and you just hear it within them. They jealous Israel. That is why they treat Israel like shit today. You know? That is why they treat Israel like shit, because they jealous you people. You know? They want to be you people and you people want to be them, which don't make sense. You know? The nation of Israel is a people of kings, prince and princesses. And Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, the king of Israel. You know? So why you people want to partake in these other nations? These other nations have nothing good. Their end result is just death or slavery. You know, right now we going through it, but we drinking of that cup. But they next in line to drink of that cup. You know, by the hand of Israel. Reading on. For ye provoke him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, and not to your God. You know? Praising Jesus, that is a devil. You understand? Talking about Jesus Christ, that is a devil. You understand? Sacrificing unto the Queen of Heaven, Mary, that is a devil. You understand? Bowing down to the Christmas tree to pick up gift, that is paying homage to the Christmas tree. You understand? All them thing is pagan worship. And that is why that is why Yahweh so get rid of us and send us to our enemies for that kind of thing. You understand? We provoked him to anger. But right now, he's coming back onto us. You know? He's coming back onto us. Which all praises to Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai for that. You know? Ye have forgotten the everlasting God. That is why all the tutors want to be praising Jesus. You understand? And that big stone in Mecca. You understand? That is why all they want to be praising all these other gods of wood and sticks and stones, Mother Lakshmi, all them kind of gods. You understand? Because all they forget all the true power. All the true power is Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. You know? Yahweh being the Father, and Yahweh Shai being the Son. You know? All they forget all their true heritage. Right? For ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up. Right? That is why the scriptures say, I have raised up children and they have basically neglected me. You know? Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai is who raised up Israel. You know? And ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. You understand? That is why I was saying that the mother, right? The mother is Jerusalem. Jump into to verse 25. Right? That is the mother. Right? This is, I'll read from verse 23. It says, For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but Yahweh will give you to me again with joy and with gladness forever. You understand? And that is to debunk the Falasha Jews, the fake Jews in that land, in Jerusalem today. You understand? Because the Jews, the real Jews, were sent away. You understand? And Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, is going to bring us back into, basically, to our mother. You understand? The real Jews are not in the motherland. The real Jews are scattered all over the world, which is you 2/3. You know, the nation of Israel is scattered all over the world. But you 2/3 ain't going and adhere to this truth. So basically, all they had to be purged through death. You understand? That is how all they will be cleansed. Through death. Through pain. Through burning. Jumping down to 25. My children suffer patiently the wrath that is to come upon you from Yahweh. You understand? That is why he said that he's going to basically bring the hour of temptation to test the inhabitants of the earth. You understand? For thy enemy has persecuted thee. That is what Esau doing. That is what the other nations doing, persecuting us. Even to today, persecuting us. You understand? But salvation is nearer than you think. Right? But shortly thou shalt see his destruction. Right? Mainly the 1/3 of Israel going and see the fall of Esau. You understand? And the fall of them other nations, because them other nations going down too. Right? That shall, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck. Right? We will take vengeance. You know? Yahweh will take vengeance by the hand of his people. Right? Happy will be the man that dashed the young ones against the stone, dashing Esau's children against the stone. You understand? Happy will that man be. You know? Because they did these things to us and worse. You understand? They did these things throwing our children to alligator for alligators to eat them. You understand? Playing a game called Hit the Nigga Baby, where they have some babies hiding behind some thing, mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're taking stones and pelting to the mark. And when they hit the one, is because a Israelite baby behind, they getting stoned to death and these kind of thing. They did worse unto us, and we have worse to do unto them. All praises to Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai. So I hope this was edificational to the elect. Basically, there is Israelites scattered all over the world in the other nation's skin. Edomites, Moabites. But these, when the chariots delivering the nation of Israel, Israel will be taken up from all over the world, because Israel is a scattered sheep. You understand? But saying to Israel, who calling themselves Africans and want to be like the other nation, it don't make sense, because there's only destruction and captivity for these other nations. You understand? So I hope this was edificational to the elect. I just want to say, all praises to Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that continue to rule extremely well. This is Brother Koda saying Shalom until next time.